Good evening, this is Ken Long from Tortoise Capital with a review of the trade of the day for December 17th and 18th, 2012. We're looking at symbol TNA, which is the triple leverage long Russell 2000 index ETF. And we're going to look at 2 days worth of trading that involve both a swing trade and an intraday trade, or what we call core and turbo, core being the swing position and turbo being the intraday position that we had. And so we've been interested in TNA this week because of measured strength in the U.S. indexes at the end of last week and the start of this week. And early in the day, TNA had a nice run up and then leveled off into what we call sideways quiet channel. And you can see that defined by the narrow blue band, which is the Bollinger Band 30, plus or minus 1. The mean is the red line. Purple horizontal line is the VWAP, volume weighted average price. You can see the orange ribbon represents price or the 2-period Bollinger Band. Black line is the 30-period regression line. Thick blue is the 10-period regression line. And so we're stalking TNA here in this sideways quiet channel, which is defined as price in both regression lines inside a narrow river, which is trending sideways, or the slope is 0. And when it leaves the river, we buy it with a stop below the river. In this case, it's a 30-cent stop, so we enter at approximately 60.20. With a stop at 59.90, which you can see is never even closely approached. It leaves the river, comes back, finds support above the Bollinger Band mean, leaves again on expanding range. So we had a second position at 60.40, again with a 30-cent initial stop. It runs straight up into the close at area 3, or decision point 3, near the end of the day. We exit the turbo position, or the intraday, at 60.80, in which nets a total of 3R from the 2 entries we've already made. We keep an overnight position based on swing trade risk or overnight risk, and so that generally represents about 1/5 of the size that we would be intraday. The next day, market opens, slight gap up, and then just takes off. And so based on continuation pattern, continued strength, we enter the first turbo position back on at 61.60 with an initial stop of 0.3. It takes off at 60.80, excuse me. 60.90 was the first entry support. I can't read my own chart. Entry 4 is 61.60, so we got a couple R in hand. So we put a second position on. Market's still going up. Hesitates for about 10 minutes here on these 3-minute charts. Takes off again at position 6. We enter our third intraday position at 62. Again, a 30-cent stop. It has never hit, not even approached. It runs up into the to the lunch hour. And that, to me, looks like a really nice move, and we get 3 positions on, and the price is rolling over, the 10-period is rolling over, the 30-period regression line is rolling over, all of them starting to approach back to the river, and that looks like enough for me, and so I exit at 62.50. And so on day 2, what we have is the first move from 60.90 to 62.50. And then 61.60 to 62.50, and then from 62 to 62.50, or a net of 13R. Now, if you wanted to, if you had belief in the market, in the swing trade, then you might leave the same core swing trade on. You could even use markets money from some of the 13R that you got from the intraday trade, and use that to fund the risk for a swing position, and basically have that a free swing position with markets money. So season to taste. So that's the trade of the day in TNA for the 17th and 18th of December 2012, demonstrating the core and turbo trade here with swing and intraday technique. Thanks for your attention.